So anyway, so here's the deal. I know the camera's there. I'm going to be referencing my screen over here because I have three, but that's a different story. So okay, so here's the point of this. There's a program that I was unaware of, and I'm going to click over to that. It's called a fully paid lending program, and what it is when people basically short sell stocks if there's not enough market availability or whatever. You can loan them your stock as collateral to trade. So E-Trade offers this. Speaking of which, let me get up a referral link for that somewhere. Let's see. So that if you want to get E-Trade, you get something. Honestly, right now, I think the only thing that you get is, you can check the link. I mean, you get some money if you transfer an IRA. I got some money. I got a few $100s for transferring an IRA. So just take a look. Maybe you get something, maybe you don't. Maybe your broker has this, maybe it doesn't, but I know E-Trade definitely does. And you can scroll through this yourself. I'm going to go ahead and paste the link in there. You can probably access that link without having to be a member. So back to what this does. Anything that you own fully, like you bought the stock, you own it outright. For example, an IRA, because in an IRA, you're not allowed to buy on margin or credit. You have to have the cash to own that stock. So I have the cash to own these stocks. I have a little calculator here, and they show, how much you could make, just depending. Someone's got to want to borrow that stock. Like one of the stocks that I bought just to kind of see how this would go, I bought a couple of shares of GameStop, which I don't know even how that's doing. 146, so it's been kind of bouncing around. Looks like it's kind of even with where it was in December, so who knows? GameStop. But my theory was that the ROI would be pretty decent, and kind of has. But these are stocks, most of the stocks in there are things that I owned anyway. Like this is a Chinese, let's look this up, CHIQ, that's like a Chinese discretionary ETF, Chinese economy stuff. So we can see where that's been going. It's kind of downhill, but actually finally it looks like, maybe we're off the bottom. It's up about 50% from the bottom, so maybe China's finally opening back up from their zero COVID policy, which is dumb, but that's a different story. So here's the stuff that I'm loaning out. So I own these shares. I got like 30 shares of this and 2 shares of GameStop. So that's what's being loaned out this month in June. And there's the return, 74 cents. Now I did a little bit of literally back of an envelope. This is like literally some junk mail that I scribbled this down on. So unless my calculations are wrong. So for the 6 days in June, I picked up 74 cents. Now that is about 12 cents a day. Works out to be roughly $45 a year. Now bear in mind, I'm not doing anything for that. They're basically just putting 50 bucks in my account every year. For stocks that I own. So this is really one of those one-time things. You enable it on your account and say, yep, go for it, and you just get cash. Now the important question to ask is like, okay, well, how much money does it take to get that $50 a year? So I have right now the amount of stocks that I have, and you can figure this out. It's got 30 shares of CHIQ and 2 of GameStop. That, the value right now is $954. That's not a bad extra ROI. Now, GameStop and the China fund could pay dividends, they could go up, whatever. I still own that stock, but that's a 4.7% return. If you extrapolated these 6 days out over the year for doing nothing in addition to whatever else you're already getting. Now let's take a look at May, because May is a complete month, and I haven't done any math on this honestly because I was lazy. Mostly it's GameStop and that China fund again. It's kind of funny how like through the beginning of May it was all May, and then around the 12th started picking up that again. PSLV, I forget PSLV. Oh, PSLV is crappy investment, but at least I'm making some extra off of it because I've enabled this option. It's Silver Trust Unit. What they do, they actually go and buy and physically have the silver bars, is my understanding. Like I believe they actually take delivery on the silver. It's not silver on paper. It's like they take the bars. It's a horrible investment. Don't buy it. That's my advice to you, not professional advice. That's what Rob thinks. Okay, it's not professional trading advice, but if I tell you to don't buy it, don't buy it, and you lose money by not buying it, whatever. I doubt you would. Here's like the 5-year chart. I mean, not horribly, but it ain't doing great for me. So there's since 2020, it was down at 5. Now it's at 762. So yeah, it'd be great here if you bought it here after COVID. It hasn't done horribly since then. I don't even know, honestly, but I bet if I look in my portfolio, it's not great. Let's see, PSLV. I got a whole bunch of stuff in here. PSLV. Yeah, it's down 21% for me. So, yeah. But not horribly. Not as horrible as it could be because, hey, there I got a penny. So, I mean, I didn't do anything for it. So, whatever. You want to put pennies in my pocket? Let's look at April. Did I make any money off of it in April? This is obviously in an IRA, like we talked about. Wow, GameStop was really popular in April. 8 cents for that. No, 8. Is that 8 cents? No, that's 80 cents for that 28-day period. It's $1 a month, whatever. I mean, I really did the GameStop to see like how much that would get loaned out. So, I mean, if you're into GameStop and you own some GameStop stocks and you're like, oh, it's in the toilet, whatever, this is a program that you could get some of that money back just by doing nothing. So I think that is about all that I wanted to talk about. I'm not a professional, not professional advice. Just take a look, at your broker and see, read all your terms and conditions and all that. Honestly, frankly, these are kind of small amounts and they're just drilled into my account, so whatever. But I'm asleep and I'm making some money, and that's not bad. It's 4.7% a year just on this. If these stocks come back, to some crazy amount, and I can always just sell out and collect it, and whatever. I mean, you decide what you want to do. That's just I just wanted to bring attention to this program, that this is out there, because I did not know this was out there. Fully paid lending program. I've never heard of it, and I watch YouTube videos about dividends and stocks and all this stuff, and it's never mentioned. It's never mentioned. So anyway, I hope this does something for you. Don't forget that like and subscribe, all in there. If anybody wants to leave comments, this is over on YouTube. I respond to almost every comment on YouTube. So thanks for watching. Sorry about the crappy lighting. I should have closed this window. That probably would have helped. Yeah. Wow, look at that. Oh well, you weren't there for the lighting. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Like, subscribe. Really appreciate it, especially on YouTube. So I'm about this close to getting my 1,000 subscribers, so YouTube will start paying me for the ads that they show on my videos that they give me $0 for. So definitely like and subscribe. See you guys later.